Thank you for joining us today. I'm Heather Placco, Program Manager, and we're pleased to welcome Barry Cloyd to the Golden Voice stage for the Year of the Guitar here in Guitar, the Instrument That Rocked the World. Please enjoy.
Howdy. How's everybody doing? I'm Barry Cloyd, and it is a true pleasure to be here as part of the Year of the Guitar, even though it's been watered down some by the events at hand. Still, if you haven't seen this exhibit at the Peoria Riverfront Museum about the guitar, the instrument that rocked the world, you need to see this. It is so cool, particularly if you're a guitar junkie like me. Like I said, I'm Barry Cloyd, and since it's guitars, this whole thing's about guitars, I brought a couple of cool things to show you and play as well. This is a Taylor 914 CE. It's East Indian rosewood. Check that out. The back's real pretty, and it's beautiful. I believe it's Sitka spruce, but it might be something else. But it is spruce. Solid wood. This is a song that's kind of topical. We were in Mexico, my wife and I celebrated our first anniversary down there. The place where we got married. And 3 weeks into this pandemic thing, we realized that we better get home and try to figure out what's going on. It's getting serious. And so 2 days before we left, we were walking the beach. About a 3-mile long stretch of beach in Lower Baja with nobody else on it but us. Just thinking about this whole thing and talking through and seeing what the heck are we going to do? We got a pandemic on our hands. And I started to get an idea for a song, and I started throwing some lines around and clapping my hands as I was walking along the beach. Connie started clapping her hands too. By the time we got back where we were staying, we had this song. It's called Keep Your Distance. Where did it come from? Where has it been? What can it do to get under your skin? It ain't white, red, yellow, or black. What can we do so it don't come back? You gotta keep your distance. It's only an invisible space. Love's persistence will make you remember their faces. In your heart, in your heart. How long has it been here? When will it leave? How soon will the waves roll on? If we stand together but standing apart, humanity carries on. So you gotta keep your distance, catch your breath, chill in place. Love's insistence compels us to move on with courage in our hearts, in our hearts. Where did it come from? Where has it been? What can it do to get under your skin? It ain't white, red, yellow, or black. What can we do so it don't come back? We gotta keep your distance. It's only invisible space. Love's persistence compels us to move on with courage in our hearts, in our hearts. Let's keep your distance. It's a strange time we're in, isn't it? But it's not the first of those strange times. Thirsty work, thirsty work. This is another song of mine about a Native American ceremony. When a boy in the tribe was about to become a man in the eyes of the tribe, he'd be sent out into the wilderness for 4 days and 4 nights on his own, taking nothing but water so he wouldn't die, but he might get real hungry. And in that time, it was hoped that he would have a vision. They called it a vision quest. And hopefully that vision would tell him why he is here. Why he's here on earth. It's called Spirit Dance, this song. And I got lucky with this. It ended up in about 45 countries. Trace the great bear in the sky, stand in awe of what you've been given, your days rolling by. For tonight, the spirits will be here. Lay your name down in there, there's nothing to fear. For the time has come, walk that line between darkness and between light. You set this course so long ago, now the melody is finally right. Get to taste your destiny, in a quest for vision strong. To illuminate your path, they'll lead you. Paints the scene as the night closes in around these velvet green, moving shadows in the distance, and the spirits descend on your soul. Time begins to twist from at the center of the fire. Image takes its form. Took all this time just to understand, to its life you're born. As the eagle spreads its flaming wings, and she lands upon your soul. To illuminate your path, she'll make you whole. See beyond these frail tears, felt the fury, heard the sound. To live within the spirit dance cannot be swept away by the loving pace of the modern day to day. Cannot be sucked away by the numbing pace of a modern day to day. Day to day. Oh, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed it. That was called Spirit Dance. That's one of mine. Well, let's see. Since this is a guitar thing, let me just play an instrumental for you on this thing. It's called Mesoluna. Took about 1.5 years to grow this thing. I can't write instrumentals, they just sort of grow, kind of like a fungus. This one's called Mesoluna. Something like that anyway. Hopefully you're enjoying this, folks. I'd like to thank the museum again, Peoria Riverfront Museum, John Morris and Heather here, and Barbara and all the good folks here for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. It's part of this Year of the Guitar thing. If you haven't been to this exhibit, please come see it if you're at all interested in the guitar, its history, and all the variations of this type of stringed instrument there are. This is a place to come see it right here, including the world's largest playable guitar. It's a Gibson Flying V that's about 45 feet long. Not kidding. I'm going to switch up here, play a little 12-string for you, so hang on just one second. Chords. They just don't do what you want them to do sometimes. That's too rainy, that's too much. I learned how to tune playing a 12-string. Started playing 12-string when I was about 8 years old. Started playing guitar when I was 6, and I'm a heck of a lot older than 6 now, so I've been playing a while. And I truly do love the sound of 12-string, and I love playing them. This is a Taylor 355 CE 12-string. It's mahogany, solid wood mahogany back and sides. There you go. And spruce top. And I customize a lot of my guitars. I add stuff to them. Just some of it's practical. These armrests are very practical. They lift your arm above the top. The top is the soundboard. That's where a lot of your sound emanates from, like a speaker. and it lifts your arm off the top, and the top will your arm will damp the sound, so you lose about 20% of your volume on an acoustic instrument with your arm laying over the top. So these things are real neat. And this thing right here, I've got these in lots of guitars. This is a feedback cover, and very useful. And they look cool, don't they? This is a song, actually an ancient Celtic tale about a knight and a witch. Now, the knight's wounded in battle, and he knows he's going to die. You know how when you're really in trouble, your mind can go fast and slow at the same time? Well, he thinks back to a time that he sat on his grandmother's knee when he was but a baby, and she told him a tale about a witch who lived in a place called the Westmoreland. And all he had to do was find her, and she could heal this mortal wound, you see. And this is her tale. It's called The Witch of the Westmoreland.
Loud and cool where the ravens cries feasted on the field, saying back the water cold and clear, we'll never clean your wounds. There's none but the witch of the Westmoreland can make you hail and soon. So turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by and the bright star falls behind, and there was the paling moon till his shadow passed him by. Below the hills with the brightest stars when he heard the owl cry, saying, why do you ride this way, and wherefore came you here? I seek the witch of the Westmoreland who dwells by the winding mere, and it's weary by the owl's water in the misty breakfern way, and through the cleft of the Kirkston Pass to the winding water lay. On, on. He said, lie down the Riverfront and rescue me with grey hawk, and leave my steed with raised I fill for a mustless mountain walk. And come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear the sun will rise this morn, will serve you best of all. And it's down to the water's brim he's borne the rowing shield, and the golden rod he has cast in the sea with the lake might yield. And wet rose she from the lake, and fast and fleet went she, one half the form of a maiden fair, with a jet black mare's body and loud horn and shrilly blue, till the steed was by his side, and I overhead a great hawk flew smoothly to ride, saying, course, well they brindle hound, and fetch me the jet black mare, stoop and strike me good grey hawk, bring me the maiden fair. On. She said, pray she thy silvery sword, lay down her own shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field. And she stood in the gown of the velvet moon, bound round with a silver chain. She's kissed his pale lips once and twice, and 3 times round again. And she's bound his wounds with the golden rod, full fast in her arms she lay, and she is risen pale, and soon with the sun high in the day. She said, ride hawk in hand. There's none can harm the knight who's laid with the witch of the whisper land. On, on. And your big grey hawk in hand, there's none can harm the knight who's laid with the witch of the Westmere land. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, oh, oh, no.
That's the Witch of the West Maryland. It stayed in tune. Yay! Yeah, tuning's a trick on a 12-string. You gotta really work it. I'm gonna switch up instruments now. I'm gonna play. Let's see. How about that little thing down there? I'm gonna play that little thing. I tell you, this chord does not want to play the game today. It's got a mind of its own. Well, what do you think of this cool little thing, huh? This is a guitar who got crazy and lost its head. It's a Traveler. It's a type of acoustic electric travel guitar. And this is my Christmas present for my wife last year. That's a good thing. This is an unusual tuning. It's a dad-gad tuning. It's you drop the first two strings down a step and your low E string down a step, and then you got dad-gad. It's a Celtic tuning. But I'm tricking it out with a spider capo. Spider capo has like little cams. And I put that on the second fret, so I've got a dad-gad tuning, and I've got the spider capo on the second fret with the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 1st strings turned down. So what that does is it raises the pitch on those 4 strings. And so I've got a tuning that I've never heard before. And I've never heard anybody else play it like that before. They probably do, I just haven't heard it. We go to Mexico a lot. We've got a lot of friends down there. Do a lot of work with Bonnie Raitt's brother David. We stay with him when we're down there, record and tour and stuff. And there's a place near where we stay. It's down in Lower Baja, right on the ocean with the mountains behind us. And they have a carnival there every year, and it's called the Chili Carnival. And it's strawberries, chili and strawberry carnival, what it's called. And all the people from all around the countryside come in, and the farmers. It's a beautiful farming area. All on their horses with all the finery and stuff. And it's all done down this dirt road in the desert in Baja. It's Dirt Road Carnival. And this is a song about Dirt Road Carnival. In fact, that's what it's called, Dirt Road Carnival. The mountains behind you, ocean in front of you, the sun's going down. All of a sudden, I hear music, little out of tune, hear their laughter, see some dusty lights in the distance. Got to thinking, just my drifting, slip on back in time to the road carnival.
anymore. Seeking sunshine, seeking peace of mind, in an unknown time on that foreign shore, on that foreign shore. Took a load off Gypsy's table, candlelight on the turning of the cards, tequila short down, no label, to the ace of spades, and then the queen of hearts, oh, and the queen of hearts. Cast as an extra in a 30s movie, by the light of a pink desert moon, and lost in the magic of that gypsy's crystal. Saw I would be and know too soon. Saw I would be and know too soon. I hear music, hear their laughter, see some dusty lights in the distance. Got to smiling, glad I slipped in, drifting back in time, and I don't know. Dirt Road Carnival. That's Dirt Road Carnival. That's by myself and my wife, Connie Randall. Ooh, that thing just rings and rings and rings, isn't it? All right, got to switch up to another instrument. Hang on here just a second. I got a real neat one to show you. Okay, check this out. I told you I was a guitar junkie. I'm not kidding. Not in the least. This is a 1976 Dobro Model 36. It's called the Rose, and I'll show you why in just a second. This is number 299 of the last instruments made by the Peoria brothers. The guys who invented the Dobro. I gotta put the mic on this one. There you go, look at the back. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a lot of nice etching on there. And that's the rose pattern. But this thing weighs a ton. It's made out of brass, all made out of brass. Bell brass, the same kind of brass they use in church bells. That's what they make these out of. And it has a resonator inside. The Dobro, of course, if you don't know anything about it, it's an amazing instrument. It was invented by a couple of brothers who came over from what became known as Czechoslovakia back in the early part of the 20th century. And John and Rudy Dopiera. And Dopiera brothers merged to form the name Dobro, and that's where that name of the instrument came as that colloquial name. And the company they founded. And it also means, in all the Slavic languages, Dobro means good. So that's kind of a cool thing. Well, I got this thing a while back. I got it, in 1976. And it's bell brass, chrome plated and etched. And number 299. That coming through okay?
is in open D tune, D F sharp A. That's the triad that makes up the D chord. And so now, what key is it in, ladies and gentlemen? Now it's an E. One of my favorite things to do as a songwriter is when I get a commission to write a song, and I've had several over the years, and one of the most meaningful to me is one that I got from a good friend of mine who is the guy who founded the Monticello, Illinois Railway Museum. It's become a major Midwest tourist attraction between Decatur and Champaign, Illinois, in Monticello. And they have real steam trains and miles of track, and it's an amazing place, and he started the thing. And the reason I got asked to write a song concerning that is because there was a celebration, the 100th anniversary of the return from World War I. This was 2018, so 1918. The return of the first soldier to die in Piatt County, Illinois, in World War I. He was a young man named Roy W. Ham, and he was a country boy. And so I said, okay, and I asked him, because they were going to recreate the arrival of his body. You see, his body came back from France in a packing case. And when they properly buried him in the family cemetery in Monticello, they saved the packing case and they gave it to the museum. And in order to celebrate and honor his family, who still exists and was coming from all over the country for this celebration, they wanted to have the real steam train come back in with the doughboys in their uniforms and the box that Roy came home in, and the family and a whole bunch of other people. And it really worked out well, but I was supposed to write a song to talk about this young man. And I asked Ted Lehman, who was the guy who commissioned me to do it, I said, what information do you have? I need some research, something for research so I can write a song. He said, well, we have the obituary. And I thought, that's not much. But anyway, I decided to try to search down the mojo of Roy W. Ham. And I went down to his town he was born in, a little town called Bement, Illinois, 7 miles south of Monticello, which was right in between Decatur and Champaign. You get the idea. So I went down there, and on the way down, I got a couple of lines for a song, just maybe start it. And I wandered around the town square with the old band shell there still, and tried to just kind of see if there might be any traces of Roy left in the town. And on the way home, I finished the thing. It's called One More Name, the Ballad of Private Roy W. Ham. In a time that's near forgotten, in a town that's near the same, lad with a wandering spirit, Roy Ham was his name, with an itch to see the wide world. He left behind a plow, with the trails around his home ground seem so much smaller now. The dark clouds threaten freedom, country called its sons. Roy Ham rose up to his duty, his young hands took up the gun, signed on for the duration, till the bell of victory rung. So we're here to tell his story, to make sure his song was sung. Life's forfeit for our future, one more name upon the wall, the solemn mark of history's yours, hometown boys who gave their all. So hear the ringing in the distance, steam train coming down the track, bringing home our Roy Ham's spirit in a box all draped in black. But I don't know, I wasn't with him when all hell broke loose in France, through the horrors of the trenches, the machine guns' murderous dance.
arrived there in the early summer. By September he was gone. One more name upon the granite, one more cost of freedom song. As we breathe in the freedom on this autumn afternoon, and you hear his living history, and you listen to his tune, I hope you pause this for a moment in your hectic day-to-day, celebrating Roy Ham's courage and the life he gave away. Life's forfeit for a chance, one more name upon the wall, saw the mark of history's heroes, hometown boys who gave their all. So hear the ringing in the distance, steam train coming down the track, bringing home old Roy Ham's memory, 'cause he ain't never come back. So celebrate young Roy Ham's memory. He ain't never coming back. That's one more name, the Ballad of Private Roy W. Ham. Hope you like that, Dobro. I sure do too. Let's see, what have I got now? I have no idea how much time I've left. Los Angeles? Okay. You know, you always want to do the right thing by the good people who brought you here. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh yeah. They wanted me to tell you that I used to record a Golden Voice. This is the Golden Voice stage. I had the great good fortune of going there when I was pretty young. I was in the first cast of the Heart of Illinois Fair Young Folk, directed by Dirk McGinnis. We all remember Dirk, and Gene Holmes was the choreographer. We played all over the state, but we were based in the grandstand right there behind Richwood. Check this out. I'll tell you about this in a second. So anyway, I recorded a Golden Voice for the first Young Folk album, and then after the first year, me and a guy named Bob Applegate and a guy named Tom Burke decided to form a trio and see if we could make some money playing music, and we played all over the state following that. So I was only in the Young Folk 1 year, but it was a great experience and a wonderful education, and I love those guys. We had a great time. And they got one of those albums here on the wall. You need to come see it. I think it was the second one, or maybe I don't think I'm on that one. But I also recorded a commercial there. My brother used to work for an advertising agency back a ways, and he had a spec project about a product that he wanted to promote, and he asked me if I'd write a song when I was about 14. And I did, and we recorded it at Golden Voice. It never got sold, so nobody ever heard of it again, and that's probably a good thing. Anyway, let's see, what should I play? How about this one? You guys like blues? I ain't nothing but a singer, singing my song. I ain't nothing but a river, ringing all night long. I ain't nothing but a miner, digging the wood. I'll be more sad than trying to be heard. You ain't nothing but a one, every one at that. He ain't nothing but a man, fixing to leave you flat. This ain't nothing but the saga of some lifetime gone. Of a man living one that story that goes on and on. Singing glory, hallelujah. Shining to the sky, cause the Lord wants it to you. As the years roll by, this ain't nothing but the moon that'll be around all. Every moment of that moment is precious to you all. Say we roll that John Raitt. Every man, every woman, every child from the very start. Say you're all connected. Joy in the heart. Every man, every woman, every child from the very start. I ain't nothing but a singer, singing my song. I ain't nothing but a bell, ringing all night long. I ain't nothing but a miner, digging the word. All the voice and a bell and the world trying to be. All the voice and a bell trying to be. All the voice and a bell trying to be. I ain't nothing but a singer. Woo! I love the way this hall echoes. It's just really fun to play here. That was Nothing But. And, yeah, let's see. What else can I do on this guitar? About... This song is called Fire in the Heart, and it's about this time of year when summer is faded, fall so transitory it's hardly even a season, even though it's beautiful. And we know what's coming, and the thing that keeps me going really through the winter time is I have that fire in the heart, and I hope you have that too. That's the name of this song, Fire in the Heart. Was fall near the winter, life does not stay long. The scream turning up the wheel, the stolen summer song. Been here long enough to feel this time sneak up every year. If you let a window open, through the winds with trees, through the silence in the dark, through the warmth of that fire in the heart. Well, there ain't no rhyme or reason to the passing of the days, stretching out into the distance, taking down a long way. There is one thing for certain, one thing I've come to know, with that sideways glance, or a catch in your voice, or your hand in the night. It's the warmth of that fire in the heart, where the icy winds of change. We fail to see them coming, but they're coming anyway. A hard winter into spring, stardust into everything. Reality's illusion, well, the only thing I see that's as real as real can be is the warmth of that fire in the heart. So through all our spinning from darkness in dawn, and for all the changing that's sure to come along, yeah, and for all the uncertainty of living every day, hope you'll find that spark again in the night. Hope you know the joy that keeps you warm in that fire from the heart. Oh, the icy winds of change, prepare to see them coming, but they're coming anyway. Hard winter into spring, stardust into everything. A reality's illusion, well, the only thing I see that's as real can be is the warmth of that fire in the heart. If it's fall or winter, life does not stay long. This greedy turning of the wheel is stolen summer song. Been here long enough to feel this time speak up every year. Through that old window pane, through the wind-stripped trees, through the silence and the dark, through the warmth of that fire in the heart, through that old window pane, through the wind-stripped trees, through the silence and the dark, through the warmth of that fire in the heart. That's fire in the heart, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. Let's see. What else can we do here? I'm going to switch guitars up one more time. And I think I'm going to go back to this thing right here. Back. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you what that was. Hold on. That's part of this educational process, right? This is a Recording King. Now, Recording King was a company that started out in Montgomery Ward's catalogs. In the back when people used to order stuff out of catalogs. Remember those days? No, you don't. But anyway, they did, and this guitar was not from then, but the company was from then. The company went out of business. It was revived not long ago, and they've enlisted some amazing craftsmen to make relatively inexpensive instruments, but not this one. This is 1 out of 10 that they made in the world, and it's an ROS 696, and it's Brazilian rosewood. Can't see the back very well, and Engelmann spruce on the top, which is some of the best grade spruce in the world. It's hand inlaid, hand cut, mother of pearl and abalone. This is an amazing instrument, and truly fortunate to have it. So 1 out of 10 in the world.
I got a lot of cool guitars. This is one of the very, very neatest. And so is this one. You don't want to drop this stuff. This is not your plan. Move this down a touch. Might have to retune just a touch. Because you know how 12 strings are. They're kind of dragon-like. Just when you think you got them tamed, you know. Hey, it held pretty well. So I've got to plug it in first. Hold on. Now we got it. Woo! Tricky stuff on there. Don't need that. I go looking for songs. As a songwriter, I go song walking a lot, and whenever I have a chance to get out and walk some trails or some activity that lets my mind wander, I'll do it. Because you can find songs if you start looking for them. You got to court the muse, so to speak. That's where the inspiration comes from. You go looking for it. Sometimes you find it after your guitar's in tune. Well, this is a song about that very thing, looking for songs and seeing what you find. And I do a lot of song walking out in Forest Park. Peoria Heights. I've done that for years, and I've lived around here for quite a while. I live in East Peoria now. And, but I still go walking in Forest Park looking for songs. And there's a lot of them out there. And this is one about that very thing. It's called These Hills. And I've walked a lot. These Hills.
My body, free my mind. Walk these hills both day and night, and let these hills tell me a story. It's alright. Deep in the distance, a siren moans. Somebody's future ain't their own. Twilight flickering through the trees. Come on, old hills, tell me a story if you please. Walk these hills on New Year's Eve. All your shadows hanging in the trees. One only hopes as the circle spins, we'll all be here to walk these hills when the new year ends. Inside, outside, no matter where you stand, the train rolls by. Outside in spite of where you've been, the minutes fly. Train goes by. Whoa, outside, in spite of where you've been, the minutes fly. I spent this life caught in a dream, in deepest longing, and still the same. Call it foolish, call it wrong. Calling me by my name to sing this song. I walk these hills 1,000 times. Heal my body, free my mind. Walk these hills both day and night. And walk these hills both day and night. And let these hills tell me a story, it's alright. And let these hills tell me a story, it's alright. And let these hills tell me a story.
trying to find them. So that's about going to do it for me, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me mess around here on this great Golden Voice stage at Peoria Riverfront Museum. Once again, thank you for watching. If you'd like to get a hold of me, probably the best way is by email, barrycloydproductions@gmail.com. I've got 10 CDs. I've been doing this for a long time and full-time for 20 years, and I do appreciate the opportunity here at the Riverfront Museum to play for you. And these days it's a difficult thing to do, and it's always fun, so I hope you enjoy it. Thanks to John, thanks to Barbara, thanks to Heather, and all the good people here at the museum. And this is a little song I'm going to end with. That's not it. It's this one. It's called Silver Train. I've done about 13 tributes to Dan Fogelberg. We used to know each other when we were kids. Jammed together a couple times. And I was on my way to New Mexico to do a Dan Fogelberg tribute out there. That's hard to say. Got this idea for a song on the way out on the train. Tied in a fold-down seat of an Amtrak headed west. Here in sky split the wind and the sleet and the rain. Sleep wouldn't come as those nameless towns went by on the winter chill, and I was blowing yellow away over a silver train. Got a call from a friend to see how I'd been as I was drifting asleep. Signal dropped in the heat of me trying to explain. And the way things were going, I couldn't quite tell up the up or down of it all. And all I knew was straight ahead on the silver train. Well, the road that offers you nothing, gives you whatever it will. So don't get used to the way things are. The conductor might give you thrill. As it melts away on its journey to the sea, high pressure bullies its way through, drives out the rain. Use what you got or it's going away. Live like you're gonna die, or you'll wait to say goodbye to that silver train. Well, the bed offers you nothing, gives you whatever it will. So don't get used to the way things are. The conductor might hand you the bell. Tied in a fold-down seat of an Amtrak headed west. Here in sky split the wind and the sleet and the rain. Sleep wouldn't come as those nails by on the winter chill. I would blow the other way on the silver train. I would blow the other way on the silver train. Thanks very much, folks. I'm Barry Cloyd. Hope to see you out there live in person sometime. Silver train.
Thank you again for joining us on the Golden Voice stage with Barry Cloyd, and thank you to our members and our Visionary Society members for making programming like this possible, and we hope to be able to welcome you back in again soon to the museum. Have a great day.